Hey boys and girls, we're going to be looking at some target practice today, focusing mainly on throwing and hitting a target. The reason we're going to be doing this is because in so many different sports you are required to hit a target, whether that's kicking or throwing. Today we're going to be looking at throwing, and it's just a fantastic skill to have. So a few things I want you to do when you're thinking about target practicing, okay? The first thing is that you need to focus your eyes on your target. Whatever your target is, you need to look at it and you need to be ready to throw at it. The second thing that I want you to do is make sure that you have a fluent action. So what I mean by that is that your arm is nice and flowing towards your target, not stop, jerky sort of movements, nice and flowing, all right? And the last thing, if you need to, you can point at your target. So if the target was in front of me, I'm gonna point, I'm gonna look at it, and I'm gonna throw my target. Also, when you're throwing on a target practice, you have two options of which way you wanna throw. You can either throw underarm, where the ball is in your arm, and you're pointing at your target, and you're throwing underarm at your target. The second option you have is overarm throw. So you can point at your target, step forward and throw overarm towards your target, all right? Front on, pointing at my target, step forward, throwing over my body. Important to remember that you don't want to release the ball anywhere along this area until it's in front of you, because if you release it anywhere up here, the ball will go in another direction. So by looking at your target and releasing the ball in front of you at your target, that's going to help you hit your target and keep bettering your skills. I'm going to show you a few examples of that now. You can use lots of different things for your target practice. You could use a tree, you could use a chair, a bin, maybe your hat on the ground, maybe something outside like a trampoline, something that you're not going to break, but you can really use anything for a target practice. Now, a few challenges for those of us who want to better our target practice. The first thing is you can move further away from the target. So the further you move away from your target, the harder it is to hit. The second thing you can do is you can decrease the size of your target. So if you have a large target, you can make it smaller, or the area that you want to hit smaller to improve your skills, all right? And the last thing that you can do is change the size of your ball. All right, now a few challenges for those of us who want to challenge ourselves with our target practice. The first thing you can do is move further away from your target. So the further away you move, the harder it is to hit your target. The next thing you could try is maybe making your target smaller, so that the smaller your target, the harder it is to throw. You could also change the size of your ball or the thing that you're throwing to make it a bit more challenging. Or lastly, you could use your opposite hand. You could challenge yourself by throwing at your target with your opposite hand and better your skills like that as well. Now, your target could be anything. You could use a hula hoop on the ground, you could use a trampoline, your fence, you could put some chalk on your fence. Your target could be anything. I want you to challenge yourself, send me a photo, send me a video. I'm interested to see. Have fun.